And good Wednesday afternoon to you. I'm Joel Brown.
I'm Amber Rapinta. Thanks for joining us for our continuing breaking news coverage. We're going to show you a live look here. Chopper 11 and some of our ground crews on the Crown, our Chopper 11 pilot, I should say, gathering this video from RDU of that small plane crash that occurred at 10:10 this morning. The plane was a Cicada TBM 850, a single turboprop.
Yeah, the plane was operated by UNC Health. We know that there was a pilot on board and a UNC Health physician as well. Both were taken to separate hospitals. We're working to learn their conditions right now. A ground stop at RDU has now been lifted, but there are dozens and dozens of delays, 65 delays as of right now.
We have live Eyewitness News team coverage this Wednesday. It has been a very busy morning with this breaking news. Dewan Hogard is with the passengers inside RDU affected by those flight delays with that ground stop. But we begin with Cindy Bay. She was first on the scene. She's joining us live now with an update. Cindy?
Yeah, hey Amber, we're still keeping a close eye at the scene here. On the side of Terminal 1, but talking about that ground stop being lifted, we did see planes starting to fly off. We also saw like a Southwest plane taking off, so we can confirm that on our end. We're also still seeing this scene. For now, we're just having a close-up of the plane, but there are still at least a dozen units here. Most of them, it's no longer fire or EMS, but it just seems to be still some law enforcement at the scene, including Airport Authority. We're still working to find out the exact details, but we do just see that nothing has been touched yet as far as the scene itself of the plane. You can see the debris is still on the ground, so nothing has been cleaned up. Or at this point, we do know that this is still an investigation going on. We're also told that there is a presser in 15 minutes, so we should be getting more information then. Back to you guys.
Cindy, we heard that you had to be moved from the airfield, that the airport staff had wanted you to get a little further away. We can't see your picture right now. We can't see you. Just tell us where you are in proximity to the crash now.
Yes, we were still able to remain at the scene. The roundabout next to Terminal 1 is closed off, but we are able to find a spot that's not blocking traffic at this point, and so we remain on the lawn at the roundabout by the side of Terminal 1. And so this is as close as we can see the plane. We can also see to our right the Southwest planes getting ready to take off. So we're going to remain here just to see what happens here at the site.
Cindy, go over that again for me as far as what changed between now and 15 minutes ago when we got word from RDU that the ground stop had been lifted. What changed? You saw planes starting to move again. You saw planes taking off. What exactly did that look like?
We started to see Southwest planes that have been grounded here begin to move. We also saw that in the sky some American airline flights started to take off. So it does seem that things are kind of returning back to operations. But as far as where the A4 part of the runway, that remains closed off, still being investigated at this point. The roundabout that's also closest to that runway where we are is closed off as well. But everything outside of this area, including traffic, planes, that all seems to be running normally. There's no heavy backlog of traffic outside at the airport of Terminal 1 right now. So as far as that area, things seem to be going smoothly.
Cindy? Cindy, it's Amber here. I just wanted to see if you could also just give us, just kind of break this down very simply for folks, because we say, you know, the primary runway, we say the secondary runway. So the Terminal 1, where Southwest, if you're familiar with RDU, that's kind of the hub of Southwest at RDU. That is the runway where this occurred. Is that correct?
Yes, and actually if I could be more clear, the planes taking off, we're actually seeing it more towards, not on this specific runway. So we're not sure if they're being diverted, but we're kind of working to see exactly what the path is. But we do see planes taking off. We're just trying to figure out exactly from where they're being diverted.
Okay, so it sounds like Terminal 2's runway is the one that is open, and that would be...
That's the primary, yeah.
That's the primary. So in terms of how RDU, their lingo for this, the Terminal 1 area where Southwest flies, that is considered the secondary runway.
Right.
Okay, so that is the runway that remains closed at this hour. Terminal 2 is starting to move.
So presumably all those Southwest and Avelo air flights are
Moving
moving over to the primary runway. So all that to say, it's going to take a while
Yeah.
to relieve some of this backlog, because now you've got Terminal 1 flights that are going over to the Terminal 2 runway.
Yeah, I just wanted some clarity on that, because we know that there is a private hangar at RDU that sits in the back, but in case you didn't know, that hangar does not have its own runway. They still use that secondary runway, and that's where this occurred. So that's what I was just trying to give it some simple breakdown there of that it was, where Southwest kind of takes off.
Yeah, no, it's very helpful. Cindy Bay, we appreciate you. Don't go far. We're going to be coming back to you very soon. Again, this plane that went down was contracted by UNC Health. It's owned by a nonprofit called Medical Air Incorporated. We did get a statement from UNC Health. Here, we can put that on full screen for you. I'll just read it. UNC Health has learned that one of its UNC Air Operations medical planes crashed this morning at RDU. The plane was carrying one physician and the pilot. Both have been taken to the hospital. We are working to gather more information. So that's the statement from UNC Health right now. One of their doctors and the pilot on board, at least one of those plane crash victims, had to be extricated from the plane, but both now in the hands of doctors at local medical centers. I believe one was taken to UNC Hospital and one was taken to Duke Medical Center.
Yeah, this happened at 10:10 this morning, and we understand that plane had taken off from Wilmington about 9:33, landed at RDU, and was taking back off. So we also know that the nonprofit that owns this aircraft is Medical Air Inc., and UNC contracts out with Medical Air Inc., that nonprofit. So they typically fly between 5 and 7 flights per day with between 1 and 3 passengers. They fly them around the state, transporting faculty, clinical staff, medical residents to clinics all around North Carolina. So presumably that's what they were doing. On a typical day, they said that they will take medical residents to Wilmington, maybe to a clinic there to work. So presumably they went there, came back, and then where it sounds that they were then taking a physician to its next flight.
Plenty of underserved communities across the state that would love the expertise of UNC Health doctors, and this was typical stuff from UNC Health on what seemed, I'll bring in Steve Stewart here, tee you up with this, typical stuff on what seemed like a pretty good flying weather kind of day, Steve.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Weather really not too much of a factor at all. When you look at the 3 top reasons for small plane crashes, number 1 is pilot error, number 2 is going to be mechanical failure, number 3 is weather, and we can remove weather here because had a wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour, some clouds were rolling in, but we didn't have any like clear air turbulence or any gusty thunderstorms that were nearby at all, although there is a front that's approaching the area at the time of the incident, not even close to us. So I think we can take weather out of that equation.